G'day and welcome to round one of Vintage Eternal Masters held at Next Level Games in Dandenong, the first event of the Eternal weekend that they held down there on the Queen's birthday weekend. I am Sully and I am joined by, in commentary, insert name.
I guess that's me.
We've got Ugg, aka Lee Holland, and we've also got McCoy 1, not McCoy A.
That would be me.
Ben McCoy. This round, we have both Andy and Yunus. Andy is on Junk, which he's normally on, and Yunus will be on Ravenger Shops. I'll pass it over to these guys.
The walking fish, as Andy likes to put it.
Yeah.
Alright, any cool tech you'd like to talk about, Lee, in Andy's deck?
Well, in this matchup particularly, Andy's running a 1 of Kataki in the main board, which could be real handy.
I would say that's pretty game-breaking and a surprise. It's a bit of a surprise punch. It's like when you come up against it, you're playing an Oath deck and someone's main decking a Grafdigger's Cage.
Or a Containment Priest.
Or a Containment Priest, yes, yeah. Well, that's right. And I guess that's why these Hate Bear decks actually always seem to do reasonably well. Like you always, I mean, we're commentary this in the future, and we know how well Andy does. But he's done it for the last 5 years.
Well, he won last year.
And he won last year. In fact, this should be something we point out, that round one we have last year's champion, Andy Horne, playing against the TCM event runner-up.
Yeah, the TCM
Yunus.
runner-up, that's
so
right.
they're both very, very good vintage players.
They're both big names in the vintage community as well.
Yeah.
Both Yunus and Andy own their own stores in Melbourne.
Yeah, wow, I didn't even think of that.
Yunus in the northwest of Melbourne, owning Tavern over there, and Andy Tabernacle at Ascot Vale, sorry, and Andy owning Ringwood's Next Level Games.
So we mulliganing?
Yeah,
Is that what we're doing here?
Believe
Both
Yunus
mulligan.
is doing a nice little pile shuffle so that he can stack his deck.
That'll upset some people.
Yeah.
Is that his one he was allowed for the round? Or
Yeah, I'm assuming so. So I think they're both getting a bit mana screwed. Yunus, I think he's going down to 5 right now.
Ooh. Has Andy kept, has he?
Andy looks like he's kept
I think he's waiting for
Yunus to finish. Yep.
to cut his deck. Beautiful.
Yeah, doing everything right. Yep.
Getting back to a little bit of deck tech, one thing that I think Yunus has a big advantage over Andy is his Ravenger and Walking Ballista combo. Walking Ballista can break the game.
It's a powerhouse. It's essentially got double strike.
You know what I discovered in this tournament? Doing combat maths is hard when there's a Ravenger and a Walking Ballista facing
because
down.
you're trying to figure out what. And I feel sorry for modern Affinity players these days.
Yeah. I lost one of my winning in rounds, I guess you would call it, because I just can't add up 1 + 1.
1 + 1 equals 3.
I thought he could only get me down to 3 life. No. Sacking Ravager to itself and putting counters on Walking Ballista and shooting you to death is a thing.
Yeah,
and
it really is.
Yeah, that's right. But it will blow up all of Andy's board. That's exactly what you're saying.
Andy has a lot of 1 toughness creatures in his deck. Dark Confident, Kataki. He lands the Kataki and then doesn't get it. Noble Hierarchs.
Yeah.
Thalias.
Yeah, Thalias.
He's got very low... Like, Knight of the Reliquary is Andy's big
easy
sort of thing that will get around
big
the Walking
powerhouse.
Having Kusali Pride Mage would also help Andy out, I would imagine.
And I think Yunus is kept a 4-lander and is just going to start beating face with this Mishra's Factory. Playing 2
double thorns, which I guess doesn't hurt Andy all that much, being such a creature-heavy based deck. So I think Yunus probably would have preferred some Sphere of Resistance, which I assume he is playing. I'm just having a look right now. I don't.
I think if Andy drops a Thalia here...
Yes, 4 Sphere of Resistance, yeah. So he would have...
Very rough for Yunus, but Yunus does have quite a bit of mana there.
I think Yunus would have preferred those 2 Thorns to be Spheres.
Well, he does.
There we are.
Yep, dumps the Thalia. So we've got 3 Thorn effects. So Thorn reads, it's a 2-mana artifact. Non-creature spells costs 1 more to play.
A little build your own Trinisphere.
So
It's in play right there.
this is pretty sweet tech for Yunus. Yunus chucking down a Mishra's Factory to essentially pump his other Mishra's Factory, forcing Andy not to block with his first strike Thalia.
But in turn does leave himself open a little bit for the swing back.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a huge issue that Kusali Pride Mage might be doing good things.
I would say.
Yeah, it's got exalted.
Yeah, well, exalted, and next turn, Andy can leave mana up if he activates the workshop.
Yeah.
Yunus is going to be a bit cagey about that, maybe. So
Yeah.
slow Yunus down a little bit, unless Yunus just wants to break it, which might be his best option.
I think. I think I would like to be in Andy's spot right now.
Yunus is definitely getting a lead on life total, but life is just merely a resource.
Yeah. Yes. Anyway, that first strike. You never think it's something big.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've been playing a little bit of Modern, and Thalia is fantastic in Modern as well.
I'm just going to take your word for it, Lee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So whose turn are we on?
I believe we're waiting for Yunus to make a play. Looks like in his hand is another workshop.
Yeah, he's going to go for it. Baiting out the Kusali Pride Mage activation?
He's done
Yes.
it. Yep.
So what is Yunus looking to play now? He's got another Thorn in his hand. Ah.
Yeah. This is super interesting. I still think Andy's in a good position.
Life totals at the moment, I believe, are unchanged. Have we missed any?
No, I believe it's 12-17 still.
Except no, minus 2 to Yunus, so 15.
Minus 2, he's on 2.
Yeah.
On 15?
Yes.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes.
Sorry about that, guys.
I should.
Slamming
Even
down
more
Knight of
diligent.
Reliquary, that's got a massive line of text here.
We'll see how it goes. That wasteland might mean those thorns will maybe even shut Yunus out a little bit.
Yeah,
I think it's a really sweet tech that Knight can essentially sack any of his lands
Ugh,
to other
yuck.
wastelands to just block.
Was that a 4-cost Soul Ring? It was a 4-cost Soul Ring, and he's now
5 costs.
5 cost.
Soul Ring.
Oh.
But
Now
I
he's
think
hellbent too. So Yunus wants exactly a walking ballista off the top of his library.
However, playing that Soul Ring was, I think, very necessary with Knight and the Wastelands out.
Yeah.
So he might not like it, but I think it was the right thing to do there.
So he can play a 4/4 walking ballista, and it still probably won't kill the knight.
Two lands in the graveyard. He'll put a third in there. Yeah, no.
No.
Looking at Yunus's life total, it looks like he's just gone to 10. So
It's very possible after that attack.
how many lands are in that bin right now? 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 now.
So that's a 6/6 Knight of Reliquary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this game is spiraling out of Yunus's control very quickly.
What would Yunus have to top deck right now to try and save himself?
My initial thoughts is walking ballista, but I think he wants.
Ooh,
Is that Ravager? Yeah, that's a
Ravager's
good
not
start.
bad.
That's a good start.
I think what he wants now is to back it up with the
Walking ballista, yeah. His library has to be very kind to him, and Andy has just got a fistful of cards, and he's just gonna have some more. So yeah,
I believe that Cavern of Souls must be naming human.
I'd imagine so at this moment. The other options are Wizard.
yeah,
Which,
and that's all of Yunus's land. So even walking ballista now doesn't save him.
actually is
Not that I think it was going to save him anyway. So
So Yunus could essentially. Oh, that's not bad. Revoker, unlike Pithing Needle, can name mana abilities, which is pretty sweet. Pithing Needle can name lands. So Revoker saying activated abilities of said name card that Yunus is choosing, which is Knight of Reliquary. Activated abilities cannot be activated.
So he's named Knight with that?
Yeah, he's named Knight with it, but I think it's...
Too late?
Now it's just a big dumb creature. And
Did we see what Andy revealed to Bob, or did he miss that trigger?
He did it very quickly, or we missed it?
It looked like a land.
He definitely has... I think he may have missed it, maybe? I'm not sure.
So he's got a swords to plowshares in hand.
It looks like another wasteland.
Number class. Now. Bus gets there. Number 2. 2. We're 11, right?
Baskets there.
I bet you at 10. That's me on 11. Oh, yeah, you're right. Alright. So you... So
Attacking for 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oy.
Queen is
And
still
still, it's still a 2-1 first striker and a Bob. Bob's probably really just a chump blocker now. And I don't even think Andy's too worried about his life total, is he? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even if he leaves it,
I think Yunus can get up to a 7.
7.
And I think unless Yunus is top decked a creature, I think Andy's got there this game.
Yeah, I think Andy's pretty much got this game locked out.
Can somebody think of a sequence of cards that Yunus could get now to win this?
A workshop and
Ancestral Recall?
Yeah, Ancestral Recall, drawing cards. No,
I mean, even that's bad.
Tangle Wire.
Tangle Wire, I think,
Tangle
would
Wire
be the
will
only
help.
way that he could get
Yeah,
out of this.
there we go.
Sacking his thorns to his Ravenger to make them big so he can just cast it.
Yeah, even then he can't cast it though, because Thalia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so forcing Yunus to sack out some artifacts here.
I don't think
Combat.
he should have attacked last turn.
This is a very interesting attack step.
Well, he loses on the backswing, and he's got 1 card in hand, so I don't know what
It has
that
to be a
one
Tangle Wire.
card can be. But even then he can't cast it, can he?
Oh, yeah, no, true.
It's Thalia.
Yeah.
Oh no, well now he might be able to cast it because he's blocked. So if he could sack out all of his thorns, save his Ravager, and then cast the exact card Tangle Wire, and he's not casting the exact card Tangle Wire now though.
Yeah. He probably should have sacked the thorns over the Mock Sapphire.
Maybe he was hoping Andy wouldn't block and die to his own Dark
So
Confidence.
what is this?
This is
The Walking Ballista, which
For 1?
any swords, any
The problem is
Kusali Pride Mage, that'll all win Andy the game now, yeah?
So I
Well,
think Yunus's play here is to block the Knight of Reliquary, sack the Ballista to shoot the Bob.
Yep.
I think that's
But-
his line of thought.
But Knight will just attack and win the game.
The Knight doesn't
No,
have
but-
trample.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
still,
but that's what I'm saying. A Kusali Pride Mage, or he needs 1 more land or so, or a
Yeah.
Swords to Plowshare, which no, he can't cast Swords to Plowshare.
He doesn't have the,
So-
he can, so he can tap.
if he has a land in hand.
No, you can't.
Oh,
get-
no, Trop and Cavern.
So
Ah.
let's look at it like this. Andy could just tap the Knight of Reliquary, sacking a land to get on board.
Revoker's named.
Oh, it has 2, yeah.
And what did he reveal? He revealed it so quickly. I don't know what Bob revealed.
I think it was a land.
So let me see.
Okay. Here comes something.
Is that a Containment Priest in his hand?
Yes, I believe
Quite
so.
possibly. Yep, looks to be the case.
Oh,
Paying 2 mana for the Black Lotus to tap the 3. There's the Swords to
Swords to Plowshare. Yeah.
There it is.
And that's the game.
Yeah, that should happen.
Even if Yunus sacks everything and gains the life instead of shooting something, it's
Well,
the game.
If he has enough artifacts there, Andy will be able to sacrifice his own wasteland and tropical island to keep the knight alive, I believe. Even if there is quite enough. That's another
Yeah,
2
no, I
lands.
don't think there's enough. But
Yeah.
this is that whole Walking Ballista Ravager maths, which I hate so much.
Yeah, does he sack all his artifacts to his Ravager to then pump up
I-
the Walking Ballista?
It's just a bad. It's Stop, he's already dead. He's already dead. Yeah.
Look, I think he can get the ballista up to 9. Not quite 9
How-
damage.
how
No,
does he-
mustn't be 9.
How does he win the game?
Well,
Does he
walking
win?
ballista can
There
go
we
to
go.
face,
We've packed
so,
it up. We've
yeah.
packed it up. All right, sideboarding. Well, let's start with Yunus's, because I've got it here. 2 Ghost Quarters, 2 Crucible of the Worlds, 4 Graftia's Cage, 2 Phyrexian Metamorph, 2 Wormcoil Engine, they seem very good, 2 Tormod's Crypt, and 1 Khan Silver Golem. Well, I would be slamming Wormcoil Engine in this game, and Phyrexian Metamorph potentially
Copying a
good.
reliquary because it's fun.
Why not? Yeah. Crucible of the World seems good because Andy guys play Wasteland, you play Wasteland. It's you sort of end up with that little battle. What he takes out is a whole another question. Revoker, Lodestone, Foundry. I'm not sold on Foundry Inspector.
Well, I think Yunus would have to take out the 4 Thorns.
Thorns come out.
So
Yeah.
there's 4 Thorns that come straight out because I feel like he doesn't want to be on the control plane in this matchup. He wants to be on the aggression.
Yeah.
He wants to be the aggressor in this matchup,
Be the beatdown.
and that's what you really have to work out: who's the aggressor in the match and who is the control player.
Yeah.
Who's playing on defense? Who's playing on attack?
So we assume 2 Wormcoil Engines. I would probably go with Crucible of the World and try to find room for Metamorph, but I'm not a shops player, so
Yeah, I think Metamorph would be good, but yeah, it's whether it's not
Yeah.
going to be groundbreaking.
yeah.
So there's 2 cards that went in.
Only 2 cards. We
Only
don't.
2 cards.
I'm assuming it'll be Wormcoil Engines.
Yeah, there comes out 2 Thorns. We were very correct.
If we have a quick
Andy's?
look at Andy's, he's got 2 mental missteps, which I don't.
No, I don't think they'll come in this match. No.
Thalia Heretic Cathar
I 100% agree that he should be putting that in because
Yes.
creatures come in tapped
And
non-basic
non-basic
lands
lands.
come in tapped.
Also a 3/2 first striker.
Yeah, 3/2, which is
So-
a pretty big powerhouse.
Oh yeah, wow, yeah.
However, there
With
is
first striker.
with Ravager. It's a bit,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess,
but
but it's
But just
taking
its
out the
other
Ravenger
utility. mm,
and taking out the Walking Ballista to deal with their failure. It just feels like good value.
2 for 1. Yeah,
Yeah,
great
yeah,
value.
yeah.
So my break trap won't come in, Graph Diggers won't come in, Raven's trap I doubt will come in. Sanctum Prelate, maybe.
What number? Well, actually,
2
Yeah, what
stops
would you,
Ravager.
I'd just say 2.
no, it doesn't. Non-creature. It's non-creature.
Oh, it is 2. I would still
Non-creature.
say 2 because it stops sphere resistance.
Yeah, well,
Thorns.
yeah.
Just so you just
I'm-
don't have to worry about it.
I'm not sure I'm bringing it in this match.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe on 3 to stop Tangle Wire. Or is Tangle Wire 4?
No,
Tangle Wire's
it's
3
3. Smokestacks is 4. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right.
So there
think
is
that's
also Abrupt Decay and a Path to Exile.
I agree with
Oh,
Abrupt
Path
Decay.
comes in.
And I think
Abrupt
Path
Decay
also
deals
comes in.
with his Walking Ballista, and he does have hand-back walkers
Yes.
in his list, so it just deals with both those, and also your Evokers.
Yes.
It just takes all of that win condition out of the deck.
What about Illness in the Ranks?
What does that stop? I guess it stops.
Makes
the-
Wormcoil Engine a little bit. His token's a little smaller.
Yeah, and also I guess it stops the Thopters that come off the Hangerback Walker.
I think you don't bring
I
in
think
bad
it's just
cards.
too cute.
I think it's just the match is already so good for Andy. I don't think he needs to make it that many changes. I didn't actually see how many cards he boarded in and out.
I
I
agree.
saw Yunus did 2.
So looking at Andy's list, Andy probably should be taking out the 3
He
consumer
got in his
creeps 'cause they
hand.
do
Oh, Stony Silence in the opener. Path to Exile in the opener. He's
nothing. And that's a
quite nicely.
Caracas, so it's not a bad opener. It's a
No
tough
way-
one.
Mox Caracas.
No way to play the Noble Hierarch. I don't think he had green mana in it.
No, I didn't see
And what's
that.
Yunus's hand look like?
Yunus looks like he's got. It's an ancient tomb, the nice
Pass the
expedition
turn.
ancient tombs. I'm jealous for him. so I need
Caracas,
2 more.
yeah, Stony Silence. Just slam that out there. Yep, you may have all the 1/1s in the world. A 2-cost 1/1, and well, at least Yunus was smart enough not to play his Mana Crypt.
Yeah, this could be a very interesting game for Yunus.
it's tough now. It's very
So
tough.
we're taking 2 here.
So Revoker.
Naming that, I don't.
That was an interesting play, naming Mox Sapphire.
Which is already turned off. No, I just think. I actually have a feeling Yunus may have mentioned this to me on the day.
That was just
It's
oversight.
wrong. It's just wrong. If you're gonna blind name something,
Night
Noble
Highway.
Highway, Knight. That's
I
right.
don't think you'd say Noble Hierarch. Noble Hierarch.
If it was on the board, I
shit.
would.
Oh yeah, I guess you would.
But
think it'd
Knight would be.
Knight or Kasali Primate.
So
Yeah, because I
Yunus
was
just
blind
played
mage.
another Ancient Tomb for
What's
another
he-
Revoker.
No, I missed.
Rabbit?
Oops, no, an oopsie. I grabbed the wrong card. A 1/1. The 1/1 creature.
So what does Andy?
I think this match is very. I think he's been a little bit.
Swords to Plowshare.
No,
Oh,
that's a
Path
path.
to
Pass
Exile.
to exile.
Oh.
Yeah. Ah!
Picks up his decks, realizes, oh wait, I don't
Ah,
play basic.
I have a feeling he may have just done that for the camera. I like it.
No, he's still exiled, but no.
What are we talking about?
You're gonna miss that. You can't stone aside either.
Oh.
He can't respond. No, yeah,
Ah,
that's
so-
right.
So it might have been Yunus was trying to think of what was
Yeah,
happening.
Oh wow.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I said,
Sorry,
he's a
sorry,
sketch keeper,
he
but that
cannot
seems
sack an
to-
artifact.
Yep, but it's a 1/1 creature. Like I said, it's all. I think Andy's kept a hand that's just been turn 1 Stony Silence, and he's just leaning on it heavily.
And those ancient tombs
Oh, and a
are
Path
going
to
do
Exile,
so
aren't
much
you?
work for Andy.
Oh yeah, they are too. Oh.
He's got a mana crypt. I don't know why he'd be playing
Whoa,
this.
spicy.
Oh no.
No, don't.
Yunus.
No, Andy. No, Yunus, don't do it.
That is.
That can't happen.
Do they pick up on that?
Judge. No.
Don't think they picked up
Oh,
on it.
thanks for making the camera look good, guys.
But,
Alright. So I guess he gained 6 life since they missed that
Does
trigger.
it's not? It's not a trigger. It's
Well, it's.
you
yeah,
can't do it.
it's
You just can't do it.
Just interesting.
Thanks, guys.
So Yunus is rolling evens, odds to burn from his mana crit.
Do they
So-
realise?
I
Do they
don't
ever?
think they've realised.
Oh, well, they obviously have because he's just casting another thing.
Yeah, like they can't realise. Alright. This is interesting.
Sort of. Yeah. I.
There's one.
This is interesting.
So chatting with Andy afterwards, I think they do realise
Eventually, that.
Just at this moment, they've both kind of.
11.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out, but.
Well, Yunus almost forgetting his own Tanglewire triggers. What's he going to tap down?
I would say the crypt,
I would
but they've
also say
they've
the
clearly
crypt.
forgotten about the Stony Silence.
So he's choosing to tick down his Tanglewire before he taps. Yunus still forgetting that Crypt cannot do a thing.
But
Let's also keep in mind that it is both players.
Yeah, they're both forgetting that this is a thing. Which happens, it very much happens. Especially, is that foreign? Chinese? Stony Silence there?
it's definitely it looks foreign, doesn't it? I can't.
Magic players are normally pretty good with art though, so that's why we
Well, that's,
allow foreign cards in our tournaments.
Oh, I had someone cast a cryptic command on me in the Highlander event, and it was textless. If any card should never have been made textless, it's that card.
So what's it read? It reads counter, tap, bounce, draw? Is that
Yeah.
the order it's
Yeah.
in? Or is it counter,
Oh.
bounce, tap, draw? I know it's counter at the top, draw at the end. The other two I can never remember. Oh, Foundry Inspector. Amazing. Making his
Alright.
artifacts cost 1.
I can't take this game seriously anymore. I'm sorry. I can't. It's just the.
Yunus is just straight out getting the benefit of a mana crypt
Yeah.
that shouldn't be there.
Is this them realising?
We just realised.
No, I think Yunus tried to sack something to the Ravenger.
Oh,
This is
there we
Just
go.
realised. This is way too far in the game to backtrack these mistakes.
Judge.
I'm glad it's only round 1.
There's the judge.
Alright.
So there is the judge call.
We have audio, so we may try to listen in a bit here.
So having a look at the boards there. Sorry.
Oh, that's
You
alright.
want to listen in?
I don't know whether we'll pick up the judge on this.
So the judge for the day is Fry.
Fry, it
Stephen
was.
Fry. No, Simon Fry. Stephen Fry. Simon Fry. Sorry, Simon.
The famous actor.
The famous actor. Fry has asked not to be on camera when he's doing judge calls. Purely fact that he is very close with a lot of the players, so he talks very professionally to players that he doesn't know, but when it's players like Andy, Horne and Yunus, he's very lax. And he essentially tells them what's going to happen, but he's going to do it in a very relaxed sense, which is a very Australian way to deal with things.
And there's real prizes.
There is real
the
prizes.
time vault for first, and I can't remember what was second.
Time vault for first. Second was I believe, an unlimited tropical island.
Nice.
Ooh.
So
Alright,
just
so what was-
fixing up the mistakes. So he's tapping down for his tangle wire,
Yep.
taking some life. He's trying to figure out how much life. I think we've got them on 19, Andy, 10 for Yunus. This puts Yunus in a very tricky position, so I think they've just fixed that.
Yep. Those ancient tombs might really hurt Yunus once more.
Yes. Yeah,
And
so
it looks like a walking ballista in hand. And
You tapped the third thing to the tangle wire last turn. So, like you tapped
So
with
it's
the
your end
Ravenger.
turn.
You attacked with the Ravager.
Yep, attack. So now
Alright.
this is your end turn. So you cast this.
Oh, yeah, and
I
you
went
went to
to-
tap the
yeah.
tangle wire now.
So now I got to tap this. This counts down. So
They're just trying to figure out where they
Alright.
are in the game state,
Alright,
which is very
we're
hard to.
we're back. All right.
Rolling for Mana Crypt, he's now probably regretting his Mana Crypt because it does nothing but burn him every second-ish turn, if that's how odds
Yeah.
work.
1.5 a turn, I guess, is the.
Yeah.
It's the accepted
you got to come back. Yep.
convention, I guess you call
Yeah.
it.
Some people
But
are lucky to their Mana Crypt, like a so-called Stephen Mead, who is part of
Mead
Team Magic as well. He is a ridiculous Bob Flipper and Mana Crypt roller.
Yeah.
I've not seen anyone as lucky as him.
He tells me he just keeps his hands warm, looks after the dice.
That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. There's many times that I've seen Stephen roll a dice, say the number, and it comes up that number. I think he's a wizard.
A wizard, powerful magic.
so what we've just missed is Yunus swung with the 10. So that would be 5 points of damage to Andy.
1,
I believe.
2, 3, 4.
6.
So it's 1, 2. It's 6
6
because
points. Foundry's a
yeah, Foundry is a 3-2.
I don't think I like Foundry Inspector.
I like it when you're playing your own spheres because it makes your sphere effects null and void.
Also, Yunus has dropped a second tangle wire, which almost locked Andy out a little bit.
It's going to be very interesting.
So unless I think Andy needs to find a meaty
there's
card at the moment.
Oh, there's Noble Hierarchs.
Mm.
I don't know what that was.
Crypt roll?
That was a
They're
crit
drawing,
roll.
so I think he won the crit roll. He
Yeah, I didn't
lose
see him
no-
change his life total, so I'm assuming that he won that life roll. Attacking for another 6.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, take it. 5.
Just a 7. Alright. What is Andy? They forgot Tangle Wire triggers.
No, I think they're just doing it now that he's drawing.
Next card.
Beautiful. So we've got game 3, which is really cool.
Cool. Alright, let's make this one neatish. Do either of them change anything in their boards? I think I would probably try to add a little bit more in for Yunus. Just shaking off the.
Oh,
Okay, so Andy Andy must win. So I think Yunus has taken a couple of extra points of damage from either the crypt or the tombs, and Andy with
I need to get that first loss.
3 noble hierarchs means that a noble hierarch is swinging for 3 damage.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, we must have. Sorry, I missed that. That's what they must have done with the fix during the mana crypt and the judge call. Was take a bit more life off, so that he paid for it with his ancient tombs instead of the mana crypt.
Yeah.
Sure. All right then.
Need a coffee.
So yeah,
That was round 1
Yeah.
over. Congratulations, Andy, and we'll be back for round 2, I believe.
yeah. Stay tuned.
Talk to you all shortly.